Hey, Matcha. What's the tea? The Lopez brothers may be in legal trouble after messing around with young girls, and other past allegations are now being brought back to light. As you may know, 20-year-old Tony Lopez has been in hot water for allegedly young girls, and now his 23-year-old brother, Ondreaz Lopez, is being accused of the same thing. The allegations about Ondreaz started because of one TikTok video. On January 26th, TikToker Saint Babby uploaded a video about her alleged relationship with Ondreaz. In the clip, her mom is allegedly speaking to Ondreaz over the phone about their inappropriate relationship.
She's 14. And you are how old?
23.
Yeah. You know what can happen to you?
I do.
You can end up in jail.
I do realize that.
We need to talk in person. And I'm bringing my daughter with me.
Okay.
And my sister. And we need to figure this out.
Okay. I'm totally okay with that.
When can we meet?
Whenever is possible.
Some people were not shocked. It runs in the family, I guess. Not the whole Lopez family. Many people thought Ondreaz would be different from Tony. Dang, the way I really thought he was the good brother. I was rooting for him. But some people were skeptical about the video. It is not his voice. You could be lying just to get money of him. It could be your daughter's fault. People can never know these days. Regarding the voice in the video, here's a comparison with Ondreaz speaking in his TikTok videos.
What's up, you guys? I'm with Dr. Cracks right now.
I do realize that.
Yo, it's 2021. It's time to take more risk this year.
I'm totally okay with that.
Do you think the man in the video call sounds like Ondreaz? Anyway, there were a lot of unfortunate events that happened right after this. As you may know, Ondreaz was engaged to Hannah Stocking. In a now deleted video, Hannah asked Ondreaz to marry her in October 2020.
Will you marry me?
Of course.
I invested in it.
Some people think the proposal was a joke for views, but the two did continue a romantic relationship together and were living together. That being said, after Hannah heard the news of Ondreaz allegedly hooking up with a young girl, she deleted all her Instagram photos with Ondreaz. She unfollowed Ondreaz on Instagram. She deleted all her TikToks with Ondreaz. And she posted a photo of herself crying. Many other influencers commented on the situation. Hype House leader Thomas Petrou unfollowed Ondreaz. Many other TikTokers also unfollowed Ondreaz, including Bryce Hall, Addison Rae, Charlie D'Amelio, Dixie D'Amelio, Chase Hudson, Noah Beck, Lorray, Anthony Reeves, Alex Warren, and Coover. During the unfollow spree, Ondreaz also unfollowed many people, including Hannah, Bryce, Charlie, and Lorray. Ondreaz also lost 100,000 followers on Instagram and 200,000 followers on TikTok. The next day, on January 27th, Lele Pons, a friend of Hannah's, posted an Instagram story showing her support for Hannah. "Hannah, love you, baby. Stay strong. See you soon in LA." Then things got really serious when Noah spoke up. TikToker Noah, who has spoken to Tony Lopez's alleged victims in the past, made a video about Ondreaz.
"I'm sorry, but this whole idea that you guys have of Ondreaz being the better sibling is totally f***ed up and wrong."
He said the victim reached out to him and shared what happened with Ondreaz.
"I've known about this for a while but haven't been able to say anything because of legal reasons. But all the legal stuff is cleared up now. Ondreaz, baby, buckle up, because now it's your turn. I was asked to leave out names, so that's what I'm gonna do. This all happened on April 4th last year, Ondreaz's birthday. The victim was 14.
This is a video she took.
When she got there, she was given alcohol. She was under the influence. On that day, Ondreaz brought her up to his bedroom and took advantage of her.
Noah shared a document from the victim's attorney, stating the same information she shared.
This is a document from her attorney. Pause to read it.
Noah ended the video by sharing his thoughts on the situation.
It's not just Tony that does things like this, it's his brother too. This whole situation with the both of them runs a lot deeper than anybody thinks, and there is no doubt in my mind that there are more victims that they've put through this.
Many people were upset about the news. It shocks me and angers me how they still have a platform and TikTok won't do anything. I can't believe she was 14 and he was 23. This makes me feel so sad for the girl. But many people suspected the victim lied about her age because Ondreaz's party was allegedly an 18+ event. Noah made a video clarifying that people were mixing up the victim's age with another girl who was at the party.
Let me start off by making one thing clear. There was another girl who was at the Hype House when this happened. She was 18 and now 19. The other girl, who was 14, who I made the video about, did not lie about her age. Please get your straight before you come into my comments and spew false information because you're not helping anybody.
Noah also called out people who were speaking badly of the victim.
Also, this whole argument that people are trying to make, oh, I knew what I was doing when I was 14. Baby, get up and get the out of here. Get out of here. Do you know how stupid you sound? And even if she had lied about her age, if you can't tell a 14-year-old girl who's just beginning puberty from a 19-year-old girl, then to say the least, you have some screws missing in your brain and should be evaluated. Let's sit back and analyze this comment real quick. So you're telling me that this 14-year-old girl who was invited to a birthday party given a mind-altering substance and then raped needs to be held accountable? It's an adult's responsibility not to have sex with kids. Get it through your head.
Despite Noah trying to explain the situation, many people still seemed confused. Was it or was it consensual? It isn't his fault. Her friend took her to the party, knowing it was drinks there, and the girl willingly went and picked up the drinks. So let's talk about consent laws. In California, where Ondreaz resides, the age of consent is 18. According to Shaw's California Law Group, if an adult gets intimate with a child, they can be prosecuted for a crime, typically for statutory under Penal Code 261.5. And even if it turns out the victim is 19, there is still another important factor to consider in Ondreaz's situation. She was under the influence of alcohol. This means she may not have been aware of her own actions depending on how intoxicated she was. According to Proper Defense Law Corporation on drunks in California, the Penal Code section 261A3 indicates if a person is drinking alcohol and demonstrates indicators of being intoxicated and you have sex with that person, if he or she decides to report it to the authorities, then you can be charged with. It is that simple. Proper Defense Law Corporation also gave great advice on their website. One night of drunk is not worth a lifetime of consequences. Furthermore, we can't necessarily tell a teenager they should know better. Teenagers tend to make decisions in the moment without understanding the long-term consequences. According to an article by the University of Rochester Medical Center, it doesn't matter how smart teens are or how well they scored on the SAT or the ACT. Good judgment isn't something they can excel in, at least not yet. The rational part of a teen's brain isn't fully developed and won't be until the age of 25 or so. In fact, recent research has found that adult and teen brains work differently. Adults think with the prefrontal cortex, the rational part. Teens process information with the amygdala. This is the emotional part. Back to Noah's video. Some people didn't agree with Noah saying it's easy to tell someone's age. My sister's 21 and she looks like a minor. Anyone can look younger or older than their age. Man, I agree, but some 14-year-olds today look older than I am, and I'm almost 20. This may be increasingly true as teenagers tend to dress and act more maturely than they are, but it is still the adult's responsibility to take extra precautionary measures before making a decision that can have legal consequences. Some things you can do is ask to see various IDs that have their age on it. If you suspect their ID is fake, you can check their social media pages to see the overall age group in their circle of friends. Minors tend to hang out with other minors. Furthermore, social media accounts often list what middle school or high school they attend. Anyway, things get worse with this story. Drama Alert reached out to people who know Hannah, and they told him Hannah kicked Ondreaz out of their house. Noah laughed at the news.
Hey, Ondreaz. What's it like being homeless? Hannah, you're a bad. You are a bad bitch. Like, I love you.
The next day, on January 28th, Noah addressed a comment from Ondreaz's photographer who accused Noah of spreading false information. You have been repeatedly reporting defamatory false information on Tony and Ondreaz. Your actions are illegal. Noah responded with a video.
Motherfucker, you take pictures for a living. Of else for that matter. Are you blind? Did you not see the videos? Use your eyes. Baby, if this was false information, then why didn't Ondreaz sue this girl when this case came up last year? When all of this started? That, like, hello?
The next day, on January 29th, Noah revealed some more shocking information about another case involving Ondreaz.
You may remember that Ondreaz had a situation back in June. The victim identified as a girl at the time, but has since come out as gender fluid. The victim and his friend were staying with the Lopez brothers for the night because they had a dance competition in Arizona the next day and they were driving together.
Noah explained what Ondreaz allegedly did to the victim.
He was sleeping on the couch and Ondreaz got home around 3 or 4 in the morning. Ondreaz woke him up and kept asking him to sleep in his room, which he kept saying no to but would not take no for an answer. Eventually he just said yes. They were in bed and Ondreaz pulled him on top of him and started kissing him without consent. And he went with it out of fear, which is absolutely understandable considering the fact that he wouldn't take no for an answer when he asked him to sleep in his room. He then forced him to touch him down there and would not stop persisting. The victim was 17 years old at the time.
Noah said Ondreaz publicly spoke about this situation on Twitter, but allegedly lied about it.
He came out with the story and Ondreaz responded back in June. That's what this whole Notes app apology was about. Basically what he did was flip the situation and make it look like the victim gave consent, which did not happen. And what did the internet do? You ran with it. You all chose the side of Ondreaz and turned on him. I thought it was important to bring this back up and make y'all realize that he wasn't lying.
However, some people weren't sure they could believe the story. Proof? No proof, bahaha. Ondreaz's brother, Tony, seemed to come to his defense. He posted and deleted a video that said, "Lies, lies, lies." Meanwhile, Ondreaz unfollowed 27 friends on TikTok. 2 days later, on January 31st, Ondreaz's photographer posted a video with the caption, "The truth will be known about you." In the video, someone using a voice changer tried to prove Ondreaz's innocence.
Billy released information about the Ondreaz Lopez situation. The accuser attempted to her underage sister. After researching the alleged claims against Ondreaz, there has been an individual who's identified herself as Carla, 19 years old, with the usernames here. Carla invited herself, her cousin, and her sister to the house by lying about her sister's age, as you can see here. In July 2020, she started off by exposing screenshots of her and Tony Lopez, Ondreaz's brother, having conversations. She posted multiple TikToks explaining that her attacks on Tony are just for fun, while pointing to the fact that this is how she makes her money, and brags about looking for her next victim's reputation to destroy. She ends this series of attacks on Tony by saying, "This is a trend, y'all. I'm over it. And deep inside, I forgive him for my own mental health." Recently, Carla released a video that has been circulating in speculation of Ondreaz online. It's not known if the man in the video is or is not Ondreaz. If you weren't suspicious of Carla yet, here's a screenshot of Carla's cousin texting Tony about Carla's entire plan to sabotage the Lopez brothers. Please note, Ondreaz is currently not being sued.
The next day, on February 1st, Thomas Petrou was approached by paparazzi channel Shooting Stars TV. As you may know, Thomas was dragged into the Lopez situation because the alleged events took place at the Hype House. Furthermore, some people are accusing Thomas of also minors. However, Thomas told Shooting Stars TV the allegations are false and he's pursuing legal action against it.
It's a difficult topic because I'm involved in a lawsuit surrounding it, so I can't really speak about a lot of it. In that lawsuit, it says a lot of things, and none of those things that involve me are true.
Thomas also spoke about a girl Tony was in contact with in the past. Thomas said the girl's dad was an employee of the Hype House and he brought her to work one day. Tony and the girl exchanged numbers that day, and 6 months later, she came forward with allegations. Thomas revealed when the allegations came out during that time, he asked Tony and Ondreaz to leave the Hype House.
I can't have anything like this involved in our brand. Yeah. It's like not what we believe in, and we would never stand by any of that. So I kicked them out.
2 days later, on February 3rd, Hannah posted a video crying with the caption, "When you're sad and your BFF tries to make you feel better." In the video, her friend Lele Pons surprises her with a mariachi band while she was in bed. Lele commented, "You deserve the best, boo." The 14-year-old victim also responded to someone asking her to share more information about the case. She said, "Be patient, y'all. I'm trying to tell you what happened to me. I'm broken. I'm broken. I'm broken. I'm broken." Also on February 3rd, Ondreaz tweeted, "God bless the day. God bless everyone that has any sort of hate or resentment in their heart. God bless me. God bless you all." On February 7th, Tony made a big announcement. To the fandom, "I wish I could message you guys all back and interact. You guys are all amazing, but I'm going to stop. I don't want to make anyone feel left out, and it's unfair to others. Love you guys." And that seems to be all for now. Overall, this is a really serious situation, and if the allegations are true, it's great to hear the victim is pursuing legal action. While it's unclear how much the law can do without physical evidence like a kit or video footage, it's still worth trying. As for Carla, she seems to be adding fuel to the fire. This is really unfortunate because it can be more difficult for people to believe real victims. What do you think about the situation? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below.